Hey, Enku, I'm working 70 hours a week, but I'm barely making $1,000 a week. If that's you and you're wasting all of your profits by making these five mistakes, then listen up. Again, for those of you guys that don't know, hi, my name is Enku Tafara. I am an agency owner. I scaled up to 35 million in about 4 years' time and scaled a team to 52 agents. And today I want to go ahead and touch on the five profit killing mistakes that you are probably making that could save you your career. Number one is wasting time with unqualified leads. And so with this one, if a lead can't afford it or continues rescheduling without definitive reasoning, aka BS, move on. There's going to be plenty of leads out there that are interested in the insurance that you are offering for you to be strung up on Susie, who's rescheduled you 6 times because her kids are in the car making noise, right? And so unqualified, I mean, I always quantify this as if they're going to be if they're going to be causing you trouble in the early stages of the pipeline where you're getting a quote out there, or they missed, they can't even get you the ages of people that are in their family that they want to quote on, or if they are scheduling an interview with you or a appointment, with you, and they keep, for whatever reason, missing that time, and every time you call them back and they go, oh yeah, no, I'm going to pick up this time, I promise you it's probably not a priority to them. Move on, move to the next lead for people that'll actually make your time worth it. Weak pitches, if every pitch sounds the same, that's going to be a problem for you. That's number two. Understand your client's pain points and be genuine, be personable. You're going to have all walks of life. I sold in over 30 states, and so for me at least, in my personal experience, I know that a man in Texas is going to talk a lot different than a mom, out in North Carolina, for example. Or if I get a black lady down in Atlanta, I know the conversation with her is going to go a lot different than the guy up in Wisconsin, right? And so tailoring your pitch and how you're communicating the same product, which is your insurance that you're providing, whether it's health or life, tailor that to the individual that you are speaking with. And I promise you, just given the rapport that you're building, you're going to make a hell of a lot more sales, and the sales itself are going to come much more effortlessly to you because it's just a normal conversation that you're having. How to Win Friends and Influence People is a great book if you're like, well, how do I know how to talk to someone that's not like me? If you guys have gone to school before, if you've gone to, if you had a job prior to this, you're going to, again, learn as time goes on, but that's going to be something that you will have to dedicate time to, and learning different behaviors and anecdotes as well. Number three, you don't have a follow-up system, so you might call a missed appointment once or twice, and then you continue prospecting. That is the death of many, many, many agents' pipelines. It's buy or die out here. Follow up with interested leads until they tell you they're not interested. I don't care if that costs you weeks, months, or even a year. I've closed people years after the fact. They told me they weren't, ready to buy in that specific moment. Chase these people down until someone tells me they found other coverage or they're no longer interested. I will follow up with that lead until they tell me otherwise. And that's going to be the difference between someone like myself who closed them versus another agent who might call them once or twice because the fresher and the newer leads are still out there. So number three is please master your follow-up, and that alone will generate you a higher income. Number four is building policies. So OPM is a phrase that we use at the agency, which is a phrase that I live by in insurance sales. And so you don't know what people can afford or can't afford until you understand their pain points and previous situation, meaning what they're used to paying. If someone's coming to you and they're saying their COBRA's running out and they're used to paying $2,100, and here you come sending them a quote for $650 a month, you might sound like you're getting them a great steal, but in their heads, their paying threshold is already at $2,100 a month. And so they're expecting that their coverage is going to be $2,100 level. How can you sit there and tell someone, hey, you're going to be saving $1,500 a month on your insurance, and it's going to be the same quality that you're used to? It's going to be a very difficult sell. You can do it, but it's much harder at that point to sell if you're in that much of a deficit. And so for me, what I would always do is, you get the exact situation of what they're coming off of. If they don't have insurance, right, and if they haven't had insurance in years, then obviously that's going to be someone, given their income situation, that it's going to be harder for them to jump on board and be ready to pay something like $2,000 a month. That's going to be an additional expense to them. Whereas if they're already used to paying something like that, whether it's Cobra, employer coverage, or something else that was out there that they found that maybe they could have qualified for something at a lower rate with better underwriting, then that's where you come in and you let them know exactly what they're going to obviously be able to transition to. And not only that, but you're also going to be able to help them keep the price. You can lower the price by a couple $100, but also let them know the benefits that they're still getting, assuming what they're looking for. So if they're looking for a PPO, you're not only saving $300 or $400, ma'am, but you're also getting a PPO as well, or an HMO, or your doctors are in network, or it's a low deductible, or it could be a various amount of reasons as to why someone is looking to switch insurances. And again, that's something that you can definitely do using other people's money. And then the last one is the solo mindset. So build connections with referral partners that offer products that you do not offer. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, so this helps multiply to your business without doing additional outreach. I had life insurance specialists that I was referring over to, and I also had ACA referral partners. So if someone did not go through underwriting on my end, I'd send them over, and vice versa. If someone was looking to get private insurance, they would send them over to me, as well as the life insurance part. Obviously, they don't have the ability to sell health insurance, so they would refer those individuals over to me, and vice versa. I would refer over anyone that's looking specifically just for life insurance over to those agents as well. And those are just extra deals that are coming in every single week for you that you're not actually having to work for, to where, again, if you're working 70, 80 hours a week to make $1,000 a week and you're not utilizing these things, then it's going to only be a matter of time before you're no longer in the insurance industry, because it's just simply not sustainable. So please implement these 5 things as soon as possible if that is you. And if you guys enjoy content like this, again, I'll keep them coming. Please like the video if you guys want more of these type of videos. But again, until next time, I will see you guys very soon.